Everyone talks about the perfect girl energy of Rory Gilmore. Sweet, polite, loved by everyone. But if we're being honest, the girl who actually had main character energy was someone completely different. Paris Gilmore. She wasn't the nicest, she wasn't the most liked, and she definitely wasn't trying to impress anyone, yet somehow she still dominated every room she walked into. So let's talk about Paris Gilmore. Never needed pretty privilege to win. Hi, yes, hello, I'm Louisa and welcome back to Louisa Diary, and today we're breaking down one of the most intense, chaotic, and honestly inspiring characters from Gilmore Girl, Paris Gilmore. Paris never built her confidence around whether people liked her or not. Most people soften themselves to be more acceptable. They try to be polite, agreeable, and easy to like. Paris did the opposite. She thought if she was right, she said it. If she wanted something, she went after it aggressively. She didn't waste time wondering, do they like me? Her mindset was more like, I'm going to succeed whether you like me or not. And that kind of energy automatically commands respect. Okay, next one is one of the most interesting dynamic in Gilmore Girls. It is the contrast between Rory and Paris. Rory is the girl everyone loves. Teachers admire her, classmates love her, and people constantly tell her how special she is. But that also means a lot of Rory's identity is built around being liked and approved of. Paris, on the other hand, is completely opposite. She doesn't rely on being liked. She relies on being competent. While Rory tries to maintain her perfect reputation, Paris focuses on working harder than everyone else. And that difference is powerful because when your confidence comes from approval, it can easily collapse. But when it comes from abilities and discipline, it can become so much harder for anyone else to shake it. Okay, the next thing about Paris is that she is intense. She's loud, competitive, emotional, dramatic, and sometimes even a little terrifying. But instead of shrinking herself to be more palatable, she just fully embraces it, and that's something a lot of people struggle with. We are constantly told to be less intense, less opinionated, less ambitious. Paris never followed that rule. Her ambition is almost aggressive.
I want to win, and I'm going to win.
But it's also what makes her unforgettable. She proves that sometimes the qualities people call too much are actually the ones that makes you powerful. Another thing about Paris is that she isn't naturally the golden girl of the show. She doesn't glide through life being adored the way Rory does sometimes. Instead, everything she achieves comes from pure effort. She studies harder, she prepares more, she pushes herself constantly. And while that makes her extreme, it also makes her incredibly resilient. Because when success comes from discipline, instead of luck or popularity, it becomes something no one can take away from you. Last thing about Paris Gilmore is that she wasn't afraid to be the villain. She never tried to maintain a nice girl image. A lot of people, especially girls, grow up feeling like they always have to be kind, agreeable, and easy to deal with. They're afraid that if they speak too harshly or stand their ground, people will start seeing them as the villain. But Paris never had that fear. If someone was in her way, she confronted them. If she disagreed with something, she said it directly. And yes, sometimes that made people dislike her, but it also meant she never wasted energy pretending to be someone she wasn't. Meanwhile, characters like Rory Gilmore often try to keep everyone happy around them, which can slowly turn into people-pleasing. Paris shows the opposite lesson. Sometimes being respected means accepting that not everyone will like you, and that's completely fine. At the end, Paris Gilmore might not have been the nicest character in Gilmore Girls, but she is one of the interesting examples of a girl who refused to shrink herself just to be liked. And sometimes that kind of unapologetic ambition is exactly what real main character energy looks like. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Louisa Diaries and I'll see you next one. Bye!